And then I'm going to share the screen.
Here comes Tom.
Great. Great. Good to see you, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Hey, Tom. So here we go, my friend. Just want to welcome everybody tonight and remind you as you join, we'd love to see your faces. So if you can enable your video and also ensure you're in gallery view. Most of you, if you're on a laptop, if you go to the top right, you'll see either speaker view or gallery view, and gallery view lets you see everybody. Tonight we're going to do a lot of slides because we have some great pictures, and in case you forgot the words to your camp songs, we also have the lyrics posted for you. So what I want you to know how to do is right now, because I have just put you in a screen share, the people may have all gone away, right? So there's two things to do if you're on a laptop. First, you want to go up to the top middle of your screen, and it's got view options. If you click that drop down, you'll be able to make sure that the side-by-side mode is clicked. The very last option there, click that. And then what happens is all the people, the little photos of the people, the thumbnails, I guess you'd call them, those are going to be over to your right now. And what you do on the very top of that list, there's a little dash, kind of a square, two squares, then it looks like a Rubik's Cube, 9 little boxes. Click on that. That will bring the people out, and then you can actually scroll and make your people larger. Then you hit the escape key. Let's see here, going into escape key. And you should be able to see again, moving more of the faces out, as well as see the slide, okay? So hopefully that works for you. I'll talk you through that at first couple times. But I just want you to also open your chat box. And that's down on the very bottom. If you click your chat box open, we'd love you to put your name, first and last name, your email address, if we don't have it yet, and maybe where you're calling in from. And if you're new to us, how you were connected with us. It looks like everybody is on tonight has been on before. So I think we have all this information. One kind of cool new thing that we're doing, Barb is just getting techier and techier as she ages in reverse with her work at Sanctuary. We have a new text feature. And if you go ahead and put your phone number in the text, in the chat box, Barb will grab that. And next Tuesday, she'll send you out a gorgeous little reminder that says, hey, Sanctuary in the Woods is on tonight. And next week, you're not going to want to miss because it's going to be our very own Ken Martin. And he's going to be finally doing his book for us. Ken's finally strong enough, although not tonight to be on. We were hoping he would be, but he's had a rougher day. Anyway, there's this just text feature. Go ahead and give that to Barb, and you're good to go. Now, to finish up August, many of you know that this week is different. Tuesday night, we're always on, but also this week, we are going to be on tomorrow and the next day, and I'll do a little more detail on that in just a minute. And again, next week, you're going to want to make sure, we actually had a request for Ken to do a 2-for-1. And so Ken's going to be on being interviewed as an author about his new book, Together, 10 Building Blocks for a Successful Relationship. He's going to be on Tuesday and Thursday. So many folks can't make it on Tuesday nights, and they've actually petitioned us and said, please, Joby, can you get along in the book? Really nice to him and have him come on Thursday. So we were able to do that. So we're excited about that, and want you to make sure you set your calendars for that, and make sure that if you have friends who are Tuesday night busy people, that you go ahead and let them know that Ken will be available, and we'll be doing the show twice, Tuesday and Thursday of next week. But what's happening this week, right? I tell you what, many of us were supposed to be camping, actually real camping, either with our RVs parked next to a beautiful lake or in little cabins just south of Hot Springs, Arkansas. We had reserved the entire campground. We commissioned for a brand new logo there. You can see this gorgeous logo that Blake did for us. And then when COVID hit, we kind of waited and finally said, you know, it's not a smart thing to do right now. And so because we had also gone with Sanctuary Online from May until now, we said, why don't we just merge the two? Why don't we take Sanctuary on the Road online? And so instead of doing it for a whole week, thank you, Jesus, that was a very bad idea. We're doing Tuesday night tonight And Wednesday night and Thursday night, we're going to be camping. And we have different events every night, and so I'll scroll you through those. So what we're going to be doing tonight is kind of getting to know you. You know, where are you camping from? I can see a lot of great backgrounds. I can see some smoke. Barb, you apparently are back in Egypt. So where are you from? Where you live? You know, and we have some photo contests tonight. We're going to be doing the best decorated campsite. We got some great photos for you. We had so many fabulous older pictures sent in from years and years and years gone by. And also we had quite a few pet campers as a holdover from last week, right? So we'll do that. And then Wednesday night, you got to get ready for your camp recipes. We're doing camp food, best camping group photo, best fishing photo, and best camping recipe. So I just want to tell you, I have so many recipes for cobbler and for what's that thing called, a Dutch oven. Dear God, there's no food. Nobody sent me a recipe yet for food. Everything is just dessert. So if you have any food recipes, I tell you the truth, man. This is our people, right? But anyway,
no food, just
no
dessert
food,
recipe.
not at all. Not even a food recipe, you know. Hot dog, put on stick, put over fire, eat hot dog. I mean, it wouldn't be a tough recipe, but I might submit it just so I'll win that whole category. Anyway, I'll put recipes up until noon tomorrow if you have new recipes. And what we want to do is we hope that the recipes we do get and the talking about camp food tomorrow night motivates you, and people send us in recipes then through the next month, and we will capture all those and send out a Sanctuary on the Road 2020 camp food booklet. So, all right, so we'll start a new tradition. And Thursday, it's a campfire night. So we're going to actually be out around our campfire. We're going to do songs and more stories. And the photo contests are best campfire picture. We've got some great ones. And then most beautiful campgrounds, one in the mountains and one near the water. So, whew, it's a lot of every night. We're very excited to bring all this to you. And we hope you invite your friends tomorrow night. So tonight, here's how we're going to go each night. We're going to open up, we'll say hello, and then we're going to sing our first song. So Cheryl has been practicing on her guitar, been getting her little calluses all ready, and we've been singing after dinner, I don't know how many nights, or singing before breakfast. The neighbors know all the words to all the songs at this point. And so we're going to sing, we'll open each night with a song, and then we're going to close each night with a song. And then tonight, Cheryl's going to teach us the song we're going to use to close every night. And I'll tell you a little more about that near the end of our event. Okay? These are our photo contest winners tonight. They have been selected by our contest judging panel. You've met these guys. They judged last week. And again, we still have not been able to wake up Gracie. She is still totally asleep. Sabo is still very serious. And, you know, Gov's just knucklehead. So here we go. I am incredibly excited to welcome our Sanctuary on the Road online camping hosts, Sue and Ann, and their gorgeous Goldens, Jenny and Jordan. And when any of you who know these two think about camping, these are our go-to. These are who we think about, right, Sue and Ann? So I'd love it, ladies. We talked to you and I prepped a little bit. If maybe you'd share, you know, how long have you been camping? I know it's just been a year or two. You know, your passion around camping, and also your quote unquote profession around camping, right? You two actually do some things in the summers a little more aggressive than most of us campers. So I'm going to unshare my screen, and then you can go ahead and introduce yourselves a little bit.
I want to welcome everybody tonight, and Joe asked us to start this off. My name is Ann, and my partner is Sue, and we have our two camping cohorts underneath us, Jordan and Jenny. They're never very far away. They love their moms. We've been camping close to 50 years together. We started in 1973, and because we were both teachers, we had a long summer that we could play with. So we began camping in a little tiny two-person tent, and through the years we graduated to a little more comfort, and we're camping now in an RV. We've camped from Maine to Washington. We worked as work campers for 4 summers. That means we worked for corporate KOAs, and we worked all over the United States. We had the fun jobs. We did recreation and landscaping for the corporates.
And cooking,
And cooking.
pancake breakfast.
Just something about our itinerary. We've traveled mostly all over the West, but we always try to get ourselves close to water because our girls love to swim. So that's one of the reasons that how we plan our itinerary. You have anything else to add? We'll hand it back to you, Joe, I guess.
Well, I have a little question for you, ladies. I've got a slide here that I need some explanation. So I'm going to share my screen again. And what is that all about?
That's a picture of myself and my brother. We're age 2 and 4. My parents took us camping starting in the early 50s. Who would take a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old camping? I don't know. They were scared to death when my brother crawled down to the bottom of his sleeping bag, whether or not he was going to suffocate. Back in those days, there were no campgrounds. You just picked out a wide open spot in the forest and we camped. And one thing that was fun was my mom had 2 bicycle baskets that she turned upside down and facing each other, and we put our eggs and milk and butter in the closest string.
Oh my goodness, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Cheryl, let's see. You're up, honey. How are we doing there? Are you feeling pretty ready?
Ready.
All right, we can't quite see your guitar, but we're gonna trust that you have one. We'll fix that for tomorrow night, right? We'll put you a little.
All right.
Okay, my friends.
I have.
We need you to unmute yourselves, and we need you to help us sing. This is a camp. It's a campfire. It's a, so I don't care if you can sing well or not, but bring it.
Make a joyful sound.
Exactly. Linda, unmute yourself, honey. Liz and Carly, come on, you're musicians.
I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer at I'd hammer love between brothers and sisters. Oh,
Catch up, here we go.
If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, oh, the sun, I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring out all the ministers
One more verse, friends.
I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing about brothers and sisters, all this land.
Finish strong, finish strong.
Now I've got a help.
Oh Lord, there's still more.
And I've got a bed, and I've got a song to all over this land. It's the best
All at the same time.
It's a song about love between brothers and sisters all over this land.
Pictures.
Yay.
Girls, go singing.
Oh.
Oh,
That was totally echoed. Yeah, no.
That's funny.
Could you all hear the guitar, or do we need to work on that a little bit?
Singing doesn't work on Zoom. There's a delay,
It
it's
doesn't
just
do
a
great,
delay.
does it, Nancy?
No, there's a delay,
What we have an
That's
option.
why you can't do choirs, just to Zoom and do choir, because there's just a delay that everybody hears it at a different time. So it's just tough.
So maybe we put all of ourselves on mute and we sing. And then Cheryl,
That's how we rehearse on our virtual choir rehearses that way.
do you? You put yourselves on mute.
Yeah.
Rehearse the song. All right. And the good thing about a few
But you
nights
guys
in a
have
row,
to still sing, because I don't want to be singing by myself.
We'll be singing with you.
All
we'll be
right.
singing
That's
with you,
okay.
Cheryl, but
Yeah.
only your microphone will be on.
Okay.
Because that's going to sound weird on the YouTube channel. I just guarantee you right there. But you know,
Live and learn.
That's what I'm asking you about Zoom.
well, and I've
Yes,
never
of
been
course.
around a campfire where the quality of the song actually mattered that much, right? It was the
Right.
fact that you were
Right.
singing together. We also have these, Sue and Ann sent me all these video or the audios of Peter, Paul, and Mary doing some songs. Maybe tomorrow night I'll tee one up and we'll see what it sounds like using
But if you hold the
a recording. Okay, we'll try that.
Okay.
But Cheryl has practiced so hard. I want to honor all you've done, Cheryl.
Oh, for crying out loud. I just
Oh.
haven't played in so long that I had to get my calluses back.
She'd get her hands so hot, she'd touch my mom's face, you know, and she's like, whoa, look at this. And you just burn your face there. Okay, well, I know you've all been waiting for this, but the tonight we're going to start with the best decorated campsite. So Sue and Ann, are you ready? You know what? Maybe I should do this next one. Can I do this next one and then you guys can take
Sure.
over?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Because the winners of the best decorated campsite were you guys.
That's nice.
We'll show you all the other entrants, but we did say, you know, it takes quite a bit to bring flowers like that. And we weren't sure if the dogs were decoration or they're part of your camping, of your family. We know what they are. But we just thought it was a gorgeous way to bring beauty to your campsite. So congratulations.
Everybody that
Where's the
knows me-
picture?
We can't
Where's the
see
picture
it.
from?
We don't have the picture up yet.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm not sharing my screen. Oh, Joe, silly Joe. Oh, there it is.
Yay.
Anybody that knows me knows I'm a flower person, and so we always travel with whatever's in bloom.
It's beautiful.
This
Nice.
camp,
It's
we
beautiful.
are actually camped at
MCC.
the church in Austin when we were building our new building 2 years ago.
We had the
And we were there supervising a different group. Several of us would spend a week at a time there in our RVs to supervise the work. And so this is actually outside the church
Oh.
in
Lovely.
Austin.
Isn't that wild? Wild. So once again, friends, I'm going to go ahead and keep us in this screen sharing mode. But what I'd like you to do is hit your escape button, right? Go ahead and up on top on your keyboard. Those of you who are on laptops, hit your escape button. And then the people, you should see all the little people. And you either have the little chance to hit that little Rubik's Cube and move the pokes out, or you'll have two little parallel vertical lines between the slide and between the people. And you can just slide it to the left, and you make the slide a little smaller, and you make the people a little bigger. So we can see everybody, okay? Is that working for y'all?
We're good.
I don't know what you do on an iPad.
I don't know either, Jane Ann. It's a little bit weird.
That's okay. I'm good.
All right, Sue and Ann, why don't you guys, you have the script. I'm going to hand this over to you. And here are our honorary decorated campsites. Honorable mention. We had to keep on putting these up for y'all because we got so many great photographs.
And Mary Beth and Jen, I think you're here so you can tell us about your campsite if you'd like. Take a minute or two. Are y'all still on?
Yeah, they're on mute.
Uh-oh. Unmute yourself, ladies.
A dear friend of ours gave us that little flag, so we hang it. At that time, we did not have a regular stake, so we just improvised and hung it to our awning. But we are camping, I think, at South Llano River State Park, which is a lovely park in Texas.
Yes.
A lot of bird watching, bird blinds, and fishing and rapids. So we camp with our 3 dogs, and they love it and we love it.
And that
And,
says
What is that
camping
thing?
partners.
Partners for life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes,
Cool.
Oh, yeah, we have it right
Oh,
here.
there we go.
Yeah,
yeah, down at the bottom,
there it is.
under the RV. Yeah, cool.
Neither one of us have ponytails, but you know, that's okay.
And Sue and Ann, what's this?
We were camped in South Fork, Colorado, and actually you can see the South Fork of the Rio Grande down below. And we knew we were going to be there, and I can't remember if it was Tom or Ken, one, who asked if it would be rude of them to invite themselves to join us. And then we said, no, of course not.
We always welcome company.
So they joined us, and this is dinner in their cabin looking out over the South Fork of the Rio Grande River.
You can see Tom Cole's bird feeders up there.
Yes, yes.
Right here. Right here.
And we were not roughing it with our use. Tom and Ken fixed us some exotic suppers.
Yes,
I don't doubt it at
Of
all.
course, everybody knows they're good cooks.
yes. And I should say, and I don't know if the people who have this RV are they online?
They're not here tonight, but they're good friends of Cheryl's and mine, and they actually came out to Sanctuary and dropped, and it's Darcy and Al, and they have many, many animals, and they've actually been on the road for years. I think they're in their 3rd year now, and they just travel, and when they need money, they go get a job working for, what do they work for, Cheryl? Google or something
Amazon
like that?
or
Yeah, and they get enough money to keep on going, and then they pick up shop again, and they're being right now. They wanted to tell us they're being very careful with COVID, but they are on the road. So, and then you guys said you camp around water because the girls like to swim. So we have a camping category, one for best mountain campground and one for best water campground. And then you guys send me pictures that have water and mountains. What am I to do with that?
The top left one is of the Tetons, one of our favorite destinations. The top right one is also at the Tetons. We're having an adult beverage on a deck.
Did we lose you there? Oh, okay.
Actually, it's Moose Drool was the name of it, which I thought was pretty. I had to have some because it was called Moose Drool.
And the picture of the girls and us on the lake are just close to Pagosa Springs and South Fork, Colorado. And this lake water is so cold, but we would throw sticks out there and those girls would dive in the water and bring them back. I don't know how many times.
My goodness, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I want to move to our next category here, ladies. You want to go ahead and help me. Let's see.
Camping with, I think it's camping with parents. Am I right? Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely old camp. I need to adjust something here for a moment.
Okay.
So while we're waiting on that, what's the campers? What's your favorite campground and why?
Are you asking us?
Anybody.
Not only you, but whoever's, I know there are campers on there because
Favorite one?
you all are.
The next one we're going to would be our favorite one.
All right, that's fair.
I loved Land Between the Lakes in Kentucky. I don't know if anyone's been there.
Okay.
We haven't.
That is one of my absolute favorites. Western Kentucky,
Wonderful.
not far from the Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorites is it's called Killbear Provincial Park. It's in northern Ontario on Georgian Bay, and it's famous for rattlesnakes. So that's where I saw my first rattlesnake as a young child camping.
Wow. You can do without that.
And you go there on purpose?
Yes, my
go there
dad.
on purpose?
You'll see the photo I submitted.
Actually, Jane Ann, what a great segue. Sue and Ann, here we go. I was You're the winner, Jane Ann.
Yeah.
16 months, and that's my dad's Pontiac Parisienne with the cooler in the back. my playpen, our tent, the laundry, and my mom in her lawn chair. And I was barely walking with my little sun hat. And that's our, I was 15 months, but I actually was in a canoe and camped at 4 months. But this is
Wow.
a year and a half.
You had brave parents. Right.
And you know the old camp, I can still, if I close my eyes, I can still smell the canvas of the tent, how it's treated for the water.
Yeah.
And I still have my original sleeping bag. I won't part with it. It's like a Charlie Brown blanket.
Nice. Nice.
That looks like our old canvas tent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where were you located here in the picture?
That was at a place called the Pinery, which is near Grand Bend. And that would be in Western Ontario. It would be on Lake Huron. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on Lake Huron, and a beautiful beach too. And I don't know if you can see, but there's the melamine cups and saucers on the right.
Yes.
Yeah, right in there. Yeah. And that's where my love of coffee grew from, because I drank coffee with cream as a young kid, because my dad would put those percolators on the Coleman stove, and we'd smell coffee in the morning. And so I drank coffee from an early age. And that's me. Oh yeah. So that was my first camping trip. I'm 3 months old.
You win youngest camper also, JD.
Yes.
No doubt.
Yes, you did. And who do we have over here on the left?
Grandma Belle.
Mom, what's that? What was going on there?
Joe, she can't talk because I can't have her talk if I'm on.
Oh, then maybe she has to come into your mom. Go in the living room and talk with Cheryl.
I think this is
Mom and Dad used to just pull along the roadside and camp. So that's likely just alongside the road.
Look at the coffee pot that's on the grill. See, it's that coffee pot. That's exactly the coffee pot.
There you go.
Yep.
Girls are gonna hear that too. And then we've
All
got
right.
another.
All right. And then, Mom, if you're not going to go in the living room, Mom, can you hear me? No. I don't know. She's not on sound at all, Cheryl. She should be in there with you. Anyway.
She doesn't want to tell us about it.
No, it's a secret. Okay.
Now we're
I'm going to go to 1985 and let you guys handle those conversations right there.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say, Gail, you're online, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can tell us about this one.
Okay. My parents used to go to Canada every year to fish. And it was a parents' vacation in the fall. My grandparents would come and stay with us. So after we graduated from high school, we were able to go with them a couple times. This is probably in the 60s, 1960s, late, because I'm the one that's kneeling in the middle next to the man next, the man next to me, in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah. The next one is my dad. Behind my dad is my mom. And behind my mom is my brother.
There you go. All that whole stack right there. And who's this? There's a very bored dog over here. He wants to go fishing.
Well, the lady that's standing next to her is a lady from Kajubaja, Canada. And they became friends of this group of people. And in the olden days, they used to camp with them, or they would go up there to visit with them sometimes. They usually camped in, I think it's called Lavendry Park. And I think it's in Ontario province, but I'm not sure. And it was
it's Quebec. It's Quebec. La
Quebec.
Ronde.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a fish preserve. And so you couldn't take guns in there. And so all of these people started off in tents, and then they had 2 huge Army surplus tents that they used for a cook tent. And then the second, they put them together. One was for the back end was the table and the little wood stove, because it was cold when they were up there. And then the front was the cook tent. They had tables and they put the coolers and all that kind of stuff. But they had trouble with bear. getting into their coolers and food.
Yeah.
And so they devised this fence, electric fence around the whole campsite. They would put stakes up about 2 feet. They would hook a wire all the way around it and hook it up to a 12-volt battery. And then they would take bacon grease and grease the whole wire all the way around. So when the bear would come, the mama bear would smell the grease. She'd touch the electric wire. She'd holler and chase her cubs up the tree. And so then they didn't have any trouble anymore. But
Oh,
anyway,
that's a
they had a
great-
grand time.
That's a great story.
They caught,
Go
they
ahead.
caught huge
Wow.
walleye pike. Back in the day, they caught, just fished and caught wonderful, wonderful fish. It was great fun.
That's great, Gil. Thanks for that story. That's fabulous.
And I was going to say, and this next picture is a picture of Deb and Mary. Those of you who are from Texas will know Deb and Mary in 1985 in their camper. And I don't think they're on tonight. So
No, I think they were gonna try to be, but they may not. They didn't make it tonight. But they sent us some great pictures. This is 35 years ago, right? And
yes.
Mary's probably still losing that card game. We'll see.
Joby,
Yeah.
Mom said to tell you that picture of her and Sophie at the campfire was taken in 1947.
Wow.
A very good year.
Mom, go ahead and talk.
She can't hear you even because we can't connect her internet in, or else it'll cause problems here.
1947. That's
We'll make up
cool.
our own story.
Yeah.
And speaking,
I can help. Can you hear me, Joe?
sure, Elsie.
That's, I think that's Sophie Garside, which
It
was
is.
when we lived in Hespler. That was their next door neighbor. And they would go camping with their next door neighbors along roadsides, as I recall. So Mom was about 47, so that's the year they got married. So she's probably what, 18?
17 and 18. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel terrible because she can't hear us and we're talking about her.
And that's a teapot in front of her and a coffee pot in front of Sophie.
Love those coffee pots.
Yep.
That's
And
exactly
one
what we
teapot.
had.
This would be a teapot in front of Mom because that's when they were Canadian still, right? They Mom and Dad and you, Linda and Sandy and my oldest 3 siblings, Linda, Sandy, and Mike, naturalized, became U.S. citizens. Not exactly sure when. Sometime before
1968.
Yeah, 66, 68. Yep. Which allowed me to become a Canadian citizen because I was born in 61. And so they were still officially Canadian, even though they were living in the United States. And so I was able to grab my Canadian citizenship without a whole lot of hassle, and not the same time that took for you and Rachel, huh, Cheryl?
Right.
Yeah.
I got a handful of pictures from Sophie's son when he visited Cadillac last year.
That's right.
He had a whole bunch of pictures with him, and I asked him, I said, you care if I snarf some of these? So that's one of the ones I grabbed.
Oh, that's a great shot. Linda, I think you can speak to this next one because, as I said, we had so many, Sue and Ann had, we're covering all the categories properly, but there were some great photos that didn't fit in any category, right, Sue and Ann? So
Right.
I'm going to pop up this next one. Take a look at that.
I love that. That's my grandson, Ari, closest to the camera.
Right here.
He's 13, and that's his little brother, Cash, who is 10. And I stole this from my son's Facebook page because I loved it. And I think that Ian, my son Ian, and my 2 grandsons in that picture, and Ian's girlfriend, were up on Mackinac Island camping. They weren't camping on the island. They camped in Mackinac City, I believe, and they're probably looking out at the bridge that joins Upper and Lower Peninsula of Michigan.
He's a great photographer. He really is. He just can capture beautiful shots like this. So I'm glad you entered.
really
I'm glad you
wondering
stole it, Linda.
I'm wondering if Cash has a flashlight or Ari has a flashlight, and that's what lights up the trees. I haven't asked him, but I stole the picture because I love it.
Yeah, we weren't sure how that happened either, but it's just such a neat shot, with them both. It must be Cash holding it, and I don't even know. What a great shot, though.
Cash, because Cash is still dark. I'd guess that too.
Yeah.
Pretty
Wonderful.
cool.
So I'm just wondering, I wonder if one of the things we said, Barb, was we were going to say, where are people camping from tonight? And I know there are some of us just boring. I'm in my, where I always am. Mom's at her kitchen table there. Cheryl's in the living room tonight because she set up for her guitar and her cool back screen. But Mandy and Edie, not sure where you are. Carly and Liz, Barb, my goodness, you look like you've moved, Barb. You were in
Yeah,
Edie.
I enjoy camping year round. I'm a Four Seasons camper. So this is an image stolen from the Four Seasons Resorts website.
But she's honest.
And this is, by the way, the only way I would camp Four Seasons. I'm definitely a fair weather camper.
Mandy and Edie, I know you were talking before we started, but where are you all that you can have? You had a smoking campfire just a bit ago, right?
Yeah, it was actually a little bitty barbecue grill. But
it's kind of like a campfire.
It's kind of like a campfire. It smells like a campfire because we can throw it. We're in Michigan, as we live in Texas, but we're in Michigan, so we can throw some oak leaves and pine cones and stuff on the fire and get a nice smoke.
Mandy's doing the Vanna work there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mandy. Good smoke.
So we left Texas and came through Colorado and came down the highway where those horrible storms were in Iowa. The storms were a couple days ahead of us, but the damage was pretty obvious. So drove from Colorado Springs to here, Michigan. We're driving up north of Petoskey tomorrow for 2 nights, and then we head back down to Wichita Falls.
Fabulous.
We actually just did a camping trip. I'm sorry I didn't get photos submitted to you in time. We actually did a camping-ish trip, an RV with us and the 3 teenagers.
40.
Yes.
Yes.
Brave ladies.
Very brave.
I think camping with
Teenagers
teenagers
and
might
more
be
pictures.
braver than camping with babies. I don't know.
But I grew up in Michigan camping in that. Oh my gosh, Jane Ann, you were talking about the canvas, that green canvas Army surplus. That's what my family had, and we camped at a little place called Strawberry Lake up in somewhere up here. This is my map of Michigan. Somewhere, about up there. And we always, those old tents. It takes, you're a family of 4, and it takes 6 people to hold poles so you can put the damn thing together. So
very heavy.
this trip with so that goes back to, I probably camped at, we would go to Manitoulin Island when I was a kid. That's more like a cabin, but I don't know, as far back as I can remember. I prefer tent camping. We took the kids in the RV. It was our first RV experience because of the COVIDs and because they're teenagers. They wouldn't, the back seat of the Buick wasn't going to cut it. So we actually stayed at a friend's house half the trip and then campgrounds the other half of the trip. But it was quite great fun. Travel, it's like being a turtle. You'll travel with all your stuff on your back. Wherever you pull over, you got your fishing pole, or wherever you pull over, you got, your lunch.
And they kept breaking down, like something was falling apart. So like it was the ultimate trip. As soon as we got on the interstate, something started falling apart in the RV until the last 8 hours of the trip. One more thing fell apart on the RV. It was a rental.
Anybody else is camping from somewhere special there? Mary Beth and Jen, are you in front of your RV right now?
Yes, we park our RV down in the trees to keep some, because we don't have a cover yet for it.
Yeah.
By the barn. So we're down here where the horses are and the deer and whatever.
That's beautiful. Is that where your flagpole is, down in the same area?
No, the flagpole's where the house is, up on the top of the.
All right, so we're not going to end with the flagpole tonight. Yeah.
No.
Carly and Liz, where are you all?
We're at home on our back porch. This is where we hang out. I want to show you Carly's flowers real quick. Oh, can y'all see?
Ooh.
Can y'all see?
Oh yeah,
dark.
look at that. My gosh, that's amazing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Cool.
And in this
Carly?
Oh, wow.
heat.
Yeah.
Retirement is serving you, isn't it, Carly?
That's all. So we hang out here on our little porch. We have a little screened-in porch
That's
in the middle of the city. We try to find some peaceful time out here.
that's a
What we
good place to
do.
camp. Yep.
Yeah, we love it. We have a little screen because the mosquitoes are so bad because there's so much water going on. So we're good.
Beautiful. Good. Diane, where are you? You're outside. Look somewhere beautiful.
And
Well,
Jabel, I
I'm
think
up
Diane
here.
Sullivan is parked.
Yeah, I'm permanently camping.
She's-
I'm up here in
She's
Colorado.
moved to Estes Park.
Oh,
Yeah. Sue and Ann just left me here alone, and I just wouldn't leave, and so the fishing's great. But I do love going up to Canada. If anybody gets a chance to go up to Banff and over west of there, it's just some of the greatest camping. The Canadians have a wonderful attitude. They've got state parks, national parks everywhere, and bears everywhere.
Except the only way to get there now, right? Listen, Carly is on the zip line across Niagara Falls. Is that right?
Huh?
Yeah.
with the border closed, you have to want it bad, eh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jobel, I think we have one more contest, don't we?
We do. I was just going to head you there, and you're heading me there. And this is the most exciting, profound picture. And we got a lot of entries for pets coming in. And so the winner of the pet category, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Oh,
That's so cute.
that is perfect.
Great
I love
picture.
those fold-up chairs, though.
Yeah.
Is-
Oh,
is-
I have to honestly say, unfortunately, me is no longer with us, but because of COVID, we haven't really been able to camp. And every summer, I'm going to say probably for the past 4 or 5 years, we've taken almost a month, my partner and I, and we've gone up to the mountains in the Poconos of Pennsylvania where we used to live. And that was just last year. And she got so used to being outside because we had like a little hut for her, like, you know, so like screened-in thing. But she got so comfortable being outside, we just let her out, and she just sat there. It's just, it's just adorable.
So
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we got a lot of pet pictures. I'll show in a minute here, and Sue and Ann will take us through them. But when we were trying to decide, this was probably the most challenging category because we had a lot of pictures that you could tell were camping. Some you couldn't really tell that were camping, but we trusted that they were camping because you sent them to us. But then Tom looked at this and just said, that photo screams, I'm a pet and I'm camping. And by the way, I'm a cat.
It definitely does. We have some honorable mentions, don't we?
We sure do. Yeah, here you go, ladies. I've got 3 slides of them. Go for it. Who is this?
Oh, wow. Oh,
I was gonna say, we have Mr. Raccoon, or maybe that's Miss Raccoon, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's a pet, but maybe.
Well,
Frequent visitor.
Frequent visitor. Okay, and Jan, I think this, and Mary Beth, I think this is y'all's camping pictures.
Yes, yes.
That's Mary Beth and Carly.
And that's the Seminole River behind us.
All right.
oh,
yeah.
It was flooding and we were the only campers at Lost Maples because nobody could get in and we couldn't get out.
oh, man.
Wow.
It
Wow.
was a great
Private
trip.
campground.
Yes.
We loved it. We had the entire
Yeah.
place.
And
I was
these
gonna
are really
say,
camping.
this is
And
y'all's
who's
too, isn't
the
it?
dog that's with you?
No, actually, that's the same cat. The one that's sitting, that's the same cat that you just saw.
Oh,
Piloting.
she's
Yeah.
the co-pilot.
Yeah.
The co-pilot. And I think this last picture is Deb and Mary's dirty dog.
Dirty dog.
Yes.
And they are
So-
going to the Grand Canyon, they said, that picture. So that dog looks pretty excited. You can tell.
I was gonna say, dirty dog's happy, yes. And I think Cheryl's got
Great photos.
more honorable mention pictures, yes.
Who's golden?
That's my Golden. That's Pebbles.
That's Pebbles.
And actually, that's her own private ice machine. So she was waiting for the ice to get done. And that's,
Okay.
yeah.
They do like ice. Yes. Yes. And who do we, and I don't know who we have.
That's Jan and Carlin and Sadie Lou and Teddy at Hot Springs National Park.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Beautiful shot.
Nice leaves.
And then the same box
That's Jan again.
We cheated. We cheated.
In some river.
In some river somewhere.
Complete with dogs. Yes.
Lost Maples. When it wasn't flooding.
Yeah.
Right. And I think Cheryl has a song to teach us.
Hold on, we got one more here. We got
one more pets. More
Dirty
Dirty
snuck
Dog
in
again.
Dirty snuck in again. Sorry.
This would be Dirty Dog again, and this would be Jordan on the left over here, and Jenny is on the right. That's their St. Patrick's Day outfits.
And this is again.
And I don't know who's Kitty.
This kitty is from Darcy and Al again. They have a menagerie. They were pet shop owners, actually exotic pet shop. So I'm sure they camp with snakes and loads of things intentionally. And they've got this kitty for some pretty neat pictures. And now, yeah, we got to figure this out again. So I'm being real careful. Sue and Ann, you have guided us through this with perfect timing. I know many of you want to get off right at 9 so you can go turn on the Democratic National Convention. We promised folks will be able to do that. But I'm just wondering if we're going to be able to sing this song, Cheryl. What do you think?
Well, we can't sing it together because obviously we ended up with a lot of, I don't know.
So let's see. Linda Ziska, you've got a great voice. Would you be willing to sing this with Cheryl?
No.
You don't want to sing with Cheryl?
No.
Otherwise, Mom will.
There's too much feedback. You're not together.
Anybody willing?
I'll try.
Joe, why don't we do that with the Peter Paul with the song track tomorrow?
Well, because we have 10 songs to get.
Oh. All right.
I'll sing with you, Cheryl.
We can just sing the chorus real quick and then be done, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just do
That's
good.
Let's do that. And then you can teach us the next song, Cheryl. Okay, so we'll just do the chorus. All on unmute.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you. One more time.
One more time.
Is your land. This land is my land. California to the New York Island. Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters.
Yes.
Land was made for you and me.
Oh, this makes me laugh. Okay. It was fun. We got to learn.
Thank you, Cheryl.
So
Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, you do this. This is a painting from my cousin. She painted her camping. She's in Canada. She painted her
Beautiful.
a shot for us.
That's
Linda,
beautiful.
this is an old shot of you and your sons, right? And of course, Goldens. I know you guys would appreciate this. Some golden here and a golden here.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This might be a shot for tomorrow night in the fishing contest. So if you've got a better fishing shot and you haven't sent it to me, get it in.
I think that's the winner.
I don't know. We got some good fishing shots. We got some good fishing shots. And then maybe Cheryl, you can talk to us about this. This is a way we want to end. You know what? Before we end, before you teach us that song, I want to do a little bit of advertising. So, again, folks, please invite some folks tomorrow night. We've done a lot of work to put all 3 nights together and have all 3 nights different. Same theme. We'll work on the music part. And you could maybe work on some backgrounds, maybe some camping photos that you can go ahead and we can teach you how to put those behind you. Like Cheryl and I have these beautiful campfires and these mountain ranges. And Barb is full season camping, even though she was in Egypt earlier. And then I want to remind you, once again, we're
I
really,
get around.
pardon? Yeah, you do get around, Barb. For Ken, to tee up August 25th and August 27th, and our second book club. I know you guys know that we do this once a month. So the idea, just like with Ken's book, if you want to get Ken's book, you still can do that. And how you do that is you go to his website, which is www.revkenmartin.com, and he will send you out a book there. And also go ahead and grab this book. My goodness. Where the
Oh my God, I
Crying
just
Day.
finished it. It's amazing.
Isn't it great, Jane Ann?
Yeah,
Mary
I loved
Beth, am I
it.
seeing
Loved
yeah?
it.
Jane Ann, join us on the 29th so we can.
Yes, I will put it in my, I'll stick it in my calendar. Yeah, it was fabulous, fabulous.
It is a great book. It also has some contextualization with what's going on around us
Yes.
now with
Oh my God, yes.
race and with economics. And it's just a beautiful book. And I tell you, this is one of the ones I read this on audio, and I listened to the end over and over
And over again.
You can't give it away, right? But did you read it over?
Yes,
And
yes,
it
yeah.
is fabulous. It's a fabulous book. So I really encourage you, order that on Audible, order the book, whatever, and Cheryl will host us. And we're doing it at the end of the month to give you plenty of time to read. Okay? Isn't
This
that
is
nice?
September 29th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've got a while.
Last time we didn't get the book out in advance enough, and so a lot of folks only were halfway through. So the last part of the conversation was pretty challenging for Cheryl to manage. So we'd love it if you read the whole book this time, and then come on down. Okay, Cheryl, here you go, my friend. You are my lover. You're going to teach us this and tell us the story behind this, eh?
This is a song, I changed the words a little bit at the end, but this is a song that my mother taught us. And it was because when my father was gone all the time, he flew cargo planes for the Air Force. And so he was gone for, a couple of weeks at a time. So we would sing a song to him that the moon sees him and it's somebody that we want to see. So anyway, I changed the words for you all because I just wrote it. And so if you know this song, I'll just change the words a little bit, okay? I see the moon and the moon sees all y'all who I'd like to be with. And God bless the moon and God bless me. God bless all y'all I'd like to be with.
So here, I have a suggestion, Cheryl. You sing the words, we're going to sing the with.
Okay.
And then you sing the words, and we're going to sing the with. And when we'll say goodnight, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, and then we'll say good night and see y'all tomorrow. Okay. I see the moon and the moon sees me and the moon sees all y'all who I'd like to be
with.
God bless the moon and God bless me and God bless all y'all who I'd like to be
with.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for being such good sports, y'all.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Susan. Thank you for hosting.
Night.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Let's see you tomorrow night. Come back, bring a pen.
Happy camping.
I'll order yours right now.
Sue and Ann, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for doing this.
I hope it
Tomorrow
went okay.
It's perfect. And look at your timing. You're perfect. You're right on time.
Well, we're looking at the clock, so.
Yeah.
I know you
We'll see y'all same station tomorrow.
Same station. I'll send you another script and we'll roll it all through. Same idea. Same
night.
pattern.
I think you got it well planned, Joe.
Thank you, ma'am. Love you guys. Liz and
Thank you.
Carly,
Bye.
Night.
good to see you. Happy that we moved Ken for you guys for next week. So there you go. Thanks for asking the question. And Jane Ann, congratulations, winner. Winner chicken dinner.
Okay.
And thank you for the recipes. You're on mute, hon.
We'll send you some recipes of
Some entrees.
some entree type recipes to put in.
I have a fabulous camp cookbook, which I'll look for some main entrees tonight, and I'll send them to you.
Thanks, Jane Ann. And if you can text them to me or you can email them to me, whatever. but we'd love to put a little booklet together
Did
and
you
send
like
it
the
out to
name,
everybody.
or you want me to
Yeah.
fix it?
We'll wait to
It
send
might
them
be
to you till
tough,
this
but
is
I'll
over.
check.
It's got a capital A.
Yeah. We'll wait and send them to you after this is over, and then
Okay.
you can put them in the book.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'd love
Good
that.
deal.
Carly
Great.
Diaz.
Excuse me.
Just like that, Carly. How's that?
Okay. Good night, y'all.
There you
Good
go.
night, y'all.
See you soon, Ann.
I want to be in the RV. Look at that cute RV. So I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want to be in an RV.
Aw.
Night, all.
Night,
Do the
Jane.
story thing where you
Congratulations
stop.
on your papa and your condo.
I don't have
Yeah,
enough
thank
battery
you.
power for a light.
Okay.